WallStreetBets has produced some of the most unhinged financial decisions in internet history. A user losing 100% of his portfolio, everything he had saved up, another losing over $100,000 in under a month, and one man who quietly handed his wife back a burning account and acted like nothing happened. These are the WallStreetBets trades that financially ruined them. The US and Iran were on the brink of war. Markets were in freefall. Oil was spiking. Everything else was bleeding. Anomaly looked at this and saw an opportunity. He put $40,000, his entire portfolio, into SPY puts, a bet that the market would keep falling. Given the circumstances, it was not an unreasonable read. Geopolitical chaos almost always drags the market down, and with military tensions this high, things looked grim. For a while, he was right. Then Trump spoke about peace talks with Iran. All military strikes postponed. Just like that, the entire thesis flipped. This was good news for the world, but catastrophic news for Anomaly. His puts were about to expire worthless, and he knew it. Then, just hours later, Iranian state media denied everything. No peace talks, no agreement. Turns out the whole thing was a lie. Great, the market would reverse. His puts would print, and he was going to be fine. Except the market did not reverse. It just kept going up, completely ignoring Iran and ignoring everything Anomaly had built his trade around. The news cycle moved on, and the market moved with it. His $40,000 dropped 93%. $37,000 wiped out in a single session, not because his read was wrong, but because the market simply decided it did not care anymore. Anomaly did not just lose money that day. He lost everything he had. Some people lose money and walk away. Michael Corleone loses money and doubles down. It all started with silver. Convinced it was overpriced and due for a collapse, he put $312,000 into ZSL, a leveraged inverse silver ETF. A bet that silver would fall, amplified. On paper, the thesis made sense. Silver had been on a historic run and looked stretched, but silver kept rising. He watched his position bleed day after day. Convinced a reversal was coming, he held and held until he finally broke, selling everything for a $45,000 loss. Then came the part that makes it genuinely painful. 1 week after he sold, silver collapsed. The exact move he had been waiting for, playing out exactly as he predicted. Just 7 days too late. Had he held a single week longer, he would have been in massive profit. Most people would close the app after something like that, take a walk, reconsider their life choices. But not Michael. He opened a new position. To recover the $45,000, he threw everything he had left into Lululemon, the yoga pants company, going completely all in. One big trade to make it all right again. Lululemon dropped 4.5% almost immediately. Another $60,000 gone in a single sitting. Across just 2 trades, he was staring at a 6-figure loss with almost nothing left in the account. And his response? He posted that he was not paper handing this time. The market took his money, and he is not leaving until he gets it back. The market is not giving it back. Most traders on WallStreetBets use options, calls, puts, leverage, the whole circus. It is chaotic, expensive, and most people lose money doing it. Schuttner looked at all of that and decided to take the sensible route. No options, no leverage. Just 40,000 shares of Snap, bought straight at $7.14 each. Simple. $285,000 into a straightforward stock purchase. But Snap had other plans, and they weren't good to say the least. The European Commission launched a formal investigation into Snap for breaching child safety laws. The kind of headline that does not just nudge a stock downward, it sends it off a cliff. Snap fell 12% in a single day, and Schuttner watched $23,400 disappear before lunch. But that was just the damage from one day. In total, his $285,000 is now worth $156,000. That is $130,000 gone, down 45% on a stock he bought specifically to avoid this kind of volatility. He was not quiet about it either. Just buy shares, they said, was his post title, and his caption finished it off perfectly. This is why you stick to gambling on options. I could have at least had some fun lighting my money on fire at the casino, which is a fair point. Options traders lose money faster, but at least it is over quickly. Schuttner has been watching his portfolio slowly disintegrate for months on a stock he bought to play it safe. He tried to be the responsible one with no leverage, no expiry, and no YOLO bets, just a normal stock purchase, and somehow ended up with one of the biggest losses in this video. Sire Jenkins is a trader who lost his wife's money, not his. It started when he decided to take over her Robinhood account for a while. In his mind, he was doing her a favor. She could not handle the stress of watching the markets move, so he stepped in. He would manage it quietly, grow the portfolio, and hand it back in better shape than he found it. What followed was an 11% loss. Nearly $19,000 gone. So he did what any reasonable husband would do. He handed the account back and said nothing. "Gave my wife her account back" was the title of his post. No explanation, no apology. Just a portfolio chart that looked like a ski slope and a quiet handover. Now, every time he comes home from work, all he hears is complaints. The account is still bleeding. She wants to make money every week, and Jenkins is exhausted. He ended his post saying he wishes he had a financially oblivious wife who just cashes her check, cleans the house, and asks no questions. That's enough loss for today, folks. If you enjoyed watching other people's financial pain, subscribe. I'll meet you in the next one.